Carmen Sneed. I'm Carmen Sneed. I am your feature presenter today. I am CulinArt Photography, and let me see if I can make my slides move. Yay, I did it. Okay. So, again, I'm the photographer in the group. And just a little bit about me. I'm a native Washingtonian. I grew up in Washington, D.C., lived in several of the wards, and took the bus, and there was no metro, but I took the bus to school, Academy of Notre Dame on North Capitol Street, finishing at School Without Walls, where I worked with a team of reporters in photojournalism. My tour then took me to Boston University and then on to Howard University for grad school in architecture. I know it's kind of a thing, but you know how you change your major. So I did find that going from photojournalism to architecture, I found some of the same foundational elements, and that kept me going. Um, Although I did miss the rigor of the on-street reporting, I continued on in architecture, leading to more commercial interior design projects. And after working in architecture and completing a lot of projects, I did interior design, became certified national certification for interior designers. And I later became licensed in the state of Texas, where I went on to work for NASA and several other government agencies. But during my time at NASA, I was working with a team of architects and human factors professionals working on space station. Um, I moved back to Washington, D.C. after living in Texas, and I became a member of the International Interior Design Association. And I also became licensed in the state in DC and also in the state of Maryland. And well, as of yesterday, I'm the chair of the Maryland Board for Certified Interior Designers. Surprise. So, as the pandemic took hold of of our entire nation, in 2018, I started to get back to my photography, just sort of wandering around. I got into two food photography clubs, one based here, based near here in Delaware, and the other one out of Turin, Italy. And in 2014, I entered a competition with Food Connects Us magazine, and I worked with a team in the UK. We got the cover, and this was my spread. The process I found for design and food photography are very similar. This is just a few of the projects that I wanted to show you just so that you see the connection. The United States Sentencing Commission, I did commercial interior project for them. This is from one of the private offices at the Washington office of the Legal Defense Fund. I did homeless shelters in Washington, D.C., a sorority house here, Zeta Phi Beta in Washington, D.C., and was able to use my skills from design as I ventured into photography. And I know that you can see the difference between the difference in the food photography and in design is basically the same foundation. I said that. So, so the value in photography, high quality imagery communicates and focuses on the brand, the mood, and the detail of your business or your products. My expertise is in styling and competition. I try to tell stories behind the client's business and bring that product, that food product or wellness product, to life. One of the obvious things is, of course, that with food photography, the clear um, the clear winners in this, and that the businesses that always need help are restaurants, bakeries, bed and breakfasts, boutique hotels, luxury products, and wellness. But I think that what's been coming up a lot lately is that um, people are starting to use AI a lot and stock photos when you have your websites and you're doing your social media. But I think sometimes you miss the connection between yourself and your business, um, in those when you're using stock photography. I think that people want to see you specifically doing your work, and they want to see your business and what you do and how you do it. Um, Storytelling is, throughout all of this design work, storytelling is the thing that has maintained and has been consistent. Um, I had a potential client that had a Google page, and custom photography would really benefit that Google page. Um, One of the things I do when I start my storytelling is as I start to put together a mood board and also listen to the client and talk to the client about what their goals are. And one of the things that I noticed in my research was that their competitors were not showcasing exactly what they had, um, as specialties. They weren't showcasing where they were. And so as I went forward with the client, as you can see, Minuteman Press in Bethesda, and thank you, Leslie. I wanted to make sure that Leslie's business was really showcasing special items, the things that she did that were, really she wanted to showcase, and also how she works in her community. So these are some of the photos that I updated in Leslie's website. You're seeing her working. You're seeing her actually using the machines and packing up the final orders to be shipped out, and doing all the counts and
Just
meeting
one
with
minute.
clients.
We're at one
Um,
minute.
we have a lot of photos to go, but also showing Leslie in her community and the businesses that she supports. Once that's on her Google page, that'll become important, that people will know that, and her coffee is from one of the coffee shops near her business, and people will begin to know that, okay, hey, she's supporting our community. We can trust her. And one way to get this actually shown through photography is to show all the details. And this is also one of the things that they do. They're paying attention. She and her business partner are sharing a time to look specifically at the details of the orders. And so that's an everyday thing.
All right. And Carmen, did you hear me state that we're at 1 minute? I just,
Yeah, I saw that.
okay.
Okay, just one quick thing. So
All
the
right.
last thing I wanted to say is this is the more obvious thing for food photography that I do. Food styling and the storytelling. And this was the storytelling we worked on last week for Gina and her deli, doing the food styling and showing it. People came in and wanted to buy the orders that we were styling and shooting. So I just wanted to thank everybody for listening, and hopefully this gave you an idea of how photography can help in your business. Did
Thank
I
you so
go over,
much,
Frank?
Carmen.
Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We here. We